Hi everyone, this is your math guru. In this video, I'm going to show you how to find the equation of a straight line given a graph. Please don't forget to click on the like and subscribe button below for more easy to understand math concept. The equation of a straight line is given as y equals mx plus c. In this equation, your m is your gradient, that is the gradient of the line, and the c is your y-intercept. That is where the graph passes through the y-axis. To find the gradient of a line, you need 2 points on the line, and the formula is you have your m equals the change in y values and the change in x values. Let's look at the following example. In my first example, to find the equation of the red line as shown in the diagram, I'm going to start by writing out my standard formula for equation of a straight line. That's y equals mx plus c. The first step is to find my gradient m and to find c, my y-intercept. To find my gradient m, the formula for finding my gradient is m equals the change in y over my change in x. My change in x and change in y is gotten by finding 2 random points on the line. I'm going to choose the point 3, 2, my Cartesian plane, and the point minus 3, 4. I call this point my A, and the coordinate is, if I trace down to my x-axis, that's positive 3, and if I trace to my y-axis, that's positive 2. For my B point, if I trace down to my x-axis, I have that as minus 3, and if I do the same for my y-axis, I have minus 4 or negative 4. So my 2 points are A, 3 and 2, and B, I have that as minus 3, minus 4. To find the gradient of these 2 points, that is how steep the line is, I'm going to start by tagging my point. This is my x1, y1, x2, y2. Therefore, my gradient m equals y2, that's minus 4, minus y1, positive 2, divided by x2, minus 3, minus x1, that's 3. Minus 4 minus 2 will give me minus 6, divided by minus 3 minus 3 will give me minus 6. Therefore, my m is equal to minus 6 divided by minus 6, positive 1. To find my y-intercept, I need to go back to the graph and find the coordinate where my graph passes through the y-intercept, that is where my value of x is 0. In this graph, my c is equal to negative 1, as shown. Therefore, to write the equation of this line, my y is equal to mx, m is 1, x, there's an invisible one here, plus c, but c is negative 1, so I have that as minus 1. So therefore I can write that as y equals x minus 1. That's the equation of the red line as shown. Let's look at the next example. In this graph, to find the equation of the red line, I'm going to start by writing my standard equation of a straight line, which states that my y equals mx plus c. remember my M is the gradient of the line and my C is my y-intercept. Therefore, starting with my gradient, I have my gradient M equals my change in y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. What that means is I need to pick the point on the graph. I'm going to pick two random points that are well spaced. I start with the point -2, 3 as shown, and the point 1 and -3. Let me label the points properly. I have point A. The coordinate of my point A is, if I trace it down to my x values, that's -2, and my y values, +3. My point B, if I trace it to my x axis, that's 1, and to my y, I have that is -3. Therefore, writing down my point, I have my A to be -2, 3, and my B to be 1 and -3. I'm going to tag that my x1, y1, x2, y2 for ease of convenience. So therefore my M, slotting in the parameters that I have y2 to be -3 minus y1, that's 3, divided by x2 is 1 minus x1 is -2, so I'm going to put that in a bracket. That will be -3 minus 3, that's -6, divided by, I'm going to open the bracket first. If I multiply this together, negative times negative, that will give me positive. So I have 1 plus 3 at the bottom, so that will be -6 divided by 1 plus 2. I'm going to correct that quickly. That's 2. I have 1 plus 2. So 1 plus 2 will give me 3. Therefore, my gradient M equals -6 divided by 3. That's -2. And you can see it's a negative slope. The next step is to find my C, which is my y-intercept. If I go back to the graph, I need to figure out where the line or the straight line passes through the y-axis. And as you can see, as highlighted, it's passing through the y-axis at the point x is 0, y is -1. So therefore, writing the equation of the line using the standard equation, I have my y equals mx, m in this case is -2x plus c, but c is -1, so I'm going to write that as -1. So the equation of this line is y equals -2x minus 1. Thanks for watching. Bye.